Hey, good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. A couple of videos ago I talked about getting heated gloves and heated socks to make winter riding a little bit more bearable, and I got those items, and today I just wanted to take a look at them with you and show you what I got. Roll that intro. Okay, so here's what we got. I've got Kemi Moto, the heated gloves, and we got a set of socks from a company called Neveland. These looked good on Amazon, and so that's why I bought them. I'll put these off to the side. Kemi Moto I have heard of before. I've never tried them, so I don't know really what they're like or what their quality is like. Um, I, in all transparency and all fairness, I have worn these gloves already, but I haven't tried the heating elements because it hasn't been cold enough yet. These gloves on their own are very good. They're much better than my normal leather gloves. So when you open it up, this is pretty much what you see on the inside. You can see a pair of gloves stuck together with Velcro. You have a charging cable. You have its own plug-in with two little separate plugs rather, for the two batteries that you get. And a user's guide. And a nifty little carry bag for your gloves if you're just stowing them in your saddlebags or backpack or wherever. And you get this little adapter, which I imagine is a European thing. So, I mean, charging and batteries, nothing really to see there. But I do want to talk about these gloves. These gloves are super nice. I don't need both of them. We'll put one off to the side. Gloves are super nice. They've got this right there. That button is for your heating control. And to activate all of that, it's got a little pouch right there. You pull out the wire, plug in your battery, stuff that back inside. Got a Velcro liner, close all that up. Then press and hold. Red is the hottest, blue, then green. And then press and hold for off again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the comparison between my actual glove that I have been using to ride in and the Kemi Moto heated glove. So this glove is a nice leather gauntlet. I want to say it's sheepskin, but I could be wrong. It might be deerskin. And it has you can't really see it, but it's a black felt liner on the inside. And it's really comfortable, super nice to wear, super friendly to wear. Slides in and out real easy, no muss, no fuss. However, I don't really like it for motorcycles because it doesn't have it doesn't have any kind of a Velcro strap around the wrist. It doesn't have any kind of palm protection in case you go down and you slide. And it has no knuckle protection. It's just a standard leather glove. That's of higher quality than your normal glove. That brings me to the Kemi Moto. It does have the knuckle protection on top, and I don't think you can see it, but it's got knuckle protection here and here on the fingers. It's inside the material. It's not outside like this. On the palm, it's got a slider so that if you go down, your hand doesn't catch and you might break your wrist or something like that. It hits and then you slide. And then on the thumb going across the palm here, it has a nice grippy texture, which is nice for if your grips on your bike are wet or whatever. You can feel this actually catch. It's wonderful. And then on the fingers and the thumb, it's got True Touch. So if you feel the need to work your phone while you're writing, you can do that too. Or you pull over, work your phone without having to take your glove off. That would be the correct way. And it has, of course, you know, wraps for your wrist and around the gauntlet itself. And the inside material is so nice, so nice. It's insulated really nicely. It's good to, it's nice on the touch, but that's what it's looking like on my hand. And I will say that it's true to size. When I measured across my palm here and from my wrist up to my finger, and compared those measurements to the actual size chart, I come in at the very top of an extra large, at the very bottom of a double extra large, if I recall correctly. So I bought the extra large, and these fit awesome. These fit really good. I've got no weird gap between my actual hand and this and the webbing, and I've got just a little bit of extra space on the thumb, a little bit, but I don't care. I don't really use the thumb, but the fingers are all fitting pretty exact. So I'm really happy with the fit. And one other thing I got to show you about this glove, this right there, that little black strip, that's a nice touch, having a little windshield wiper for your visor. You can wipe your visor like so. If you get caught in the rain. These are windproof, of course, rainproof, and they're just really nice. I think these are going to be a good quality glove. The stitching seems to be in good shape. Like I said, I've worn these. It's already getting warm. I've worn these for a few nights coming home from work when it's been really chilly out in the mid 40s, and they do great. Normally, if I'm wearing these leather gauntlets and it gets down that cold, even though these are nice, I still have to have my heated grips going to compensate. And so far, I've not found a need for my heated grips. So that's the gloves. Like I said, one last look at them here. I'm really happy with these so far. I've just got to wait for the temperature to get colder before I actually start using the heating elements. But as that happens, I will follow up with an actual user review. Right now, I'm just showing you what I got. So now, these heated socks. I've had heated socks before in the past. Never by this company. I have no idea who these people are. Like I said, they just, had a good sales pitch on Amazon. The heated socks I had before were just like wool with heating strips in them and a 9-volt battery you plug into the top of the sock, and as soon as that battery is plugged in, those socks were heating. There was no on and off switch or anything like that. And I had those because I had a 1965 Ford pickup years ago when we first moved to Kansas, and it all steel bed, all steel cab, no insulation, no lining, and my feet were freezing to death in the wintertime. So yeah, heated socks were then. So with these heated socks though, these are sleek. So everything is black, and that's awful. So what you get is you do get a charging cable, of course 2 ends for 2 socks, and you get this, but you don't get what this plugs into. You have to supply that on your own. I know there's a proper term for it, but I don't know what it is. But the little adapter box from your wall to this, you have to supply that on your own. That's kind of a bummer. I think all of these, excuse me, all of these types of items should have their own. But that's me. You get this dandy little fob that you're supposed to be able to remote control your socks with. For the heat wise, again, green, blue, red, for the temperature settings. And then of course you get your 2 batteries. Now then, and you see here You have the USB-C for charging, and then you actually have that port right there for plugging your batteries in, and then you have a button here that turns on your battery. Then you of course have your socks and instruction. So first thing I want to say about these socks is I've never seen anything come in a little tidy package like this. I mean, that is cool, man. Again, if you don't need them, pack them up, stick them in your saddlebag if you're riding in a situation where you think you might need them, or stick them in a corner in your drawer somewhere. That is a very cool thing. I dig that. The sock itself, it's thick. It's very thick. It's much thicker than a normal sock. So if you're buying these to ride in, you want to take that into consideration. I wore these once just to kind of get a feel for it, and my riding boots were super, super snug, especially around the toes, because this takes up so much space in my shoe compared to my regular socks. And the toes are reinforced. The heels are reinforced. In fact, the whole bottom of the foot, but I think, if I'm feeling right, that's where your heating elements are too, so that would make sense. And it goes all the way up your calf until you get to where you plug in your battery. On, hold, and then there is, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, orange light for on, red light for high. And again, I haven't had a need to actually try these heating elements out. I just haven't had a need to yet. In fact, this last couple of weeks actually, it's been just ridiculously warm out for the season. So hopefully in a couple of weeks it'll get cold enough to where I can actually properly test these things. The other thing about these socks, nice little pleated top so they don't fall down. So, I mean, there's really not much to the socks to talk about. they're socks. But they're thick, they're nice, they're comfortable, they're long. These actually go just below my knee. They're full calf socks, which riding, I like that. I like that a lot. Or at least riding in as we're getting into cooler temperatures. Yeah, the battery, goes inside this little pouch right here, so it's sitting way up high. I don't think there's really too much more I can say about it until I actually get a chance to test everything out and the actual workings of it. So this was kind of a short video, but this is just following up on something that I promised you all earlier, that I would actually show you what I bought, and then we'll go into, as time goes on, we'll go into an actual ride review, and I'll tell you how well everything performed. So, heated socks, heated gloves, and I should be ready to go. So until next time, everybody, hope you have a great day, and like I said, stay tuned. I'll follow up with all this stuff. See ya.